So first things first, Kenny. Rico Hackett, Fairchild. What attracted you to him?
Yeah, we feel he's a forward with a lot of potential. We do think that he can come on very, very quickly, and adds a left footer to our attacking options. In terms of his best position, in a 4-2-3-1, which is obviously what we play, I do think any of the three behind the striker is a strength of his, and he has good touch. Goal scoring ability, can go past people, and as I say, a left foot, which we've been lacking in terms of the group and the squad as well, and it has affected particularly our forward play.
How long have you been watching him beforehand?
Yeah, we've been aware of him. He's been at good clubs in terms of his upbringing, and before dropping out into non-league, so a number of years, we've been aware and seen him and watched him very closely in the National League this year when he's really come through into, let's say, senior football, and we've been impressed with what he's done, and obviously been in the Bromley side that's been effective as well and successful so far.
I suppose with a player like this, it's a calculated gamble. If you remember Louis Dennis, for instance.
Yeah, of course, and it's different sort of stage of his career than Louis, obviously a lot younger, and we do think with a lot of potential and a bright future, player with a lot of ability, and one that is good to go now, definitely, but we also feel we can develop and help us.
That was the question. I mean, obviously you look at him long term, but is he likely to feature, say, tomorrow night?
Yes, I do feel that tomorrow night will be good for him. I haven't, he's trained this morning, completed all his medical. So yes, tomorrow night is almost a perfect opportunity for him to get a feel for it, whether he starts or whether he comes off the bench, and then we'll just have a look at him in training. But he's a fit lad, and a young guy with a lot of enthusiasm, and he's keen to get going as well. He wants to come in and try to help us now and help us this season, which is good, and he shows an excellent attitude.
We're still very early in January. Can you see more coming in, some going out?
Yes, January we'll always look to try to improve if we can, and I don't think that there'll be major numbers or major changes. Getting one or two back out the treatment room will help us. Definitely, that's quite a big thing. The likes of McCrory, people like that, Houndstruck Brown. Those type of lads can help our group. There is no doubt about that. And Ryan Williams, good players, but we always look at that. The group has responded quite well, and if through January we can shape this squad and try to make it better, 100% we will. Yes. Yeah.
Noted Brandon was out there training today.
Brandon Houndstruck's development is, in terms of coming back from that knee injury, we have to be very careful though, because obviously coming back from operations, like he's had and Lee Brown's had, we'll see. Jack Watmore's just had to take a little bit of a step back after advice by the specialist as well, after coming on very well. So recovering from operations is not necessarily easy, but for Brandon anyway, showed a good attacking intent from either fullback position, and they're vital in modern day football, that you have players that can create from those areas.
So another cup tomorrow, Walsall away.
Yes, and for us anyway, a competition we were very successful and provided a lot of good things for us last year. Our priority this week is Wimbledon, and there is no doubt about that. It's a big game for us. We do feel that the league and the table is still wide open, and we're one of a number of clubs, but we've got to get going. It won't just happen for us. We've got to make it happen. So this week, yes, Wimbledon is a big one, but do we want to progress in this competition? Yes, we do. It was, as I said, a successful one. As Saturday up at Fleetwood was a successful day for us, a good performance. We were very pleased with it, and be looking forward to being in the hat and for the draw tonight. But for Tuesday night anyway, we'll be changing things around definitely, and making sure that whichever side that does go up there and whichever players go up there, we're as competitive as possible and try to get through.
And what about Wimbledon? Likely to be changes from there?
We'll see. I think the Wimbledon side will be, very similar, obviously, to where we were at Fleetwood, and I don't think maybe sort of Ryan Williams might be ready by then. To be honest with you, he's probably about the only one that could be an addition coming back. So it'll be the same group that got a great away performance on Saturday, a very good one. It'll be the same group that went up to Fleetwood. I don't think it'll be too much different. And obviously then as a group we have to negotiate this game on Tuesday night and do everything we can to get through.
You left Ben Close out last week. Is that a calculated move, or did he need a rest?
Yeah, I did feel we needed a rest. There's a lot of games. It doesn't do you any harm to miss a game or two. And for Ben, he's been a very consistent player. And as you say, mainly a first team player as well. But having options in all areas is a big thing. And when you get over a Christmas period where you get so many games in a short space of time, to just sit out one or two does you a little bit of good, because the next game is coming as we see this week, and they get bigger and bigger, which is good. And he'll be ready for this week.
Any preference for FA Cup draw?
No, it is not. I mean, you always look at a home draw, definitely as a side. Fratton Park's been good to us, and if we could get a home draw, that would be great. But it does, you get into the fourth round now, and you're looking getting through different types of games, if you like, and some tough away games as well. Fleetwood, Harrogate on the 4G. They're difficult games. So we've earned this, and then we do need, then, if we can, a little bit of luck, a little bit of fortune. A home draw or one of the big boys would be fantastic, and see if we can keep progressing in that competition.
Does mean another home league fixture to fit in again now.
It does, but you wouldn't want to be out of any of the cups. And I don't really think that it hinders you. I want to try to progress in every competition. While in a week like this, there is no doubt, you prioritise the league game. That is 100% you do. But then make sure you have players coming through that are ready and their attitude is right on that particular night.